guys, Icy here with a thematic build video. We're going to talk about the inspiration for the character, gear sets, skills, and also show some BG footage at the end. I'll have timestamps in the description below, so let's get into it. Okay, inspired by the Witcher Netflix series, I decided to make one of the characters called Yennefer, who acts as my Magicka Necro PvP healer. Yennefer was known to be a sorcerer, but for the context of this video, she also partook in necromancy as a hobby. I designed her to be a Breton because in the show, she's perceived to be a very talented mage, and when you look at some of the Breton passives, Gift of the Magnus, Spell Attunement, and Magicka Mastery, I knew it would be a perfect fit. Lastly, with all of that inherent talent, I thought it would be acceptable for her to cast her ultimate as much as possible, so I accounted for massive ultimate generation in her design. And just an important note, before I go into the gear, I will put a link in the description below, as well as at the top right of the window, to a video I made on how I designed my healer builds. My builds are very formulaic when it comes to how I set up gear, weapons, enchants, traits, and champion points, so if I don't mention it in this video, you know where to find it. Okay, on the body we are running Shock Exoskeleton. It has a line of max health, spell damage, and spell crit. The fifth bonus gives another line of spell damage, as well as having minor heroism up at all times. I am a big fan of ultimate generation, and this really goes well thematically with what I was trying to achieve as a talented magic user. On the weapons and jewelry, the second set is Daedric Trickery. It has one line of max health, stamina, and magicka. When you deal damage, you gain 1 of 5 random buffs for 21 seconds every 9 seconds. Eligible major buffs are Expedition for more movement speed, Protection for more damage mitigation, Mending for more outgoing heals, Vitality for more incoming heals, and Heroism for more ultimate generation. I've been using this set since my buddy Grim over at Grim Storage Gaming introduced me to it back in December 2019, and it's one of my favorite sets in the game. And for a PvP healer, all of these major buffs are fantastic. Thematically, I like this set a lot because I treat it as if Yennefer is bartering with Sheogorath for access to higher levels of power with the major buffs that are being granted to her. For the monster set, I am running Zol the Ever Wakeful. It has one line of max stamina, and the second bonus, when you break free, you release a wave of Watcher energy, causing enemies within 8 meters of you to become feared for 3 seconds. Additionally, you gain 34 weapon and spell damage for each enemy hit for 7 seconds. This set really changes the game in my opinion for PvP healing. I rarely carry CCs on my bars since I'm focused on healing, but being able to counter incoming bursts when people are going to unload on you after a crowd control effect is truly a lifesaver. Thematically, it's a bit of a stretch, so just hear me out. Zol the Ever Wakeful is Daedric. Daedric magic is kind of like dark magic, and necromancy is kind of like dark magic, so let's just say that Yennefer can just dip into her dark magic skill set, alright? Whatever, just go with it. Skills. The front bar, we're using a Wrestle Staff. So the first ability is going to be Illustrious Healing. Can't go wrong here. It is a great ground targeted heal over time. The second ability is Renewing Undeath. This skill is one of my favorite skills on the Necro class for PvP. It is a ground targeted burst heal with the added bonus of if you cast it on a corpse, it will turn into a ground targeted heal over time, similar to Illustrious Healing, and also purge 3 negative effects of anyone in the targeted area. In BGs, there are plenty of corpses to go around, as well as pairing it with the Intensive Mender, you can generate your own corpses really quickly. Race Against Time. This is a staple in all of my builds. Activating this ability removes all snares and immobilizations from you and grants immunity to them for 2 seconds. This is a 100% must-have on a PvP healer. Radiating Regeneration. Can't go wrong here. It will target up to 3 people within 28 meters and give them a heal over time for 10 seconds. Intensive Mender. You can certainly go with Spirit Guardian for that extra 10% damage mitigation. However, I prefer the Intensive Mender because it heals for more, and despite having a lower duration, it works out really well because we can utilize those corpses with the Renewing Undeath ability that we spoke about earlier and get more cleanses for the group. Life Giver. Let Stendarr be praised! Goddamn, this ability is so freaking strong in PvP. It has a really big heal over time for 5 seconds, and when you pair that with Radiating Regeneration, another heal over time, Blessing of Restoration, which will provide a big burst heal as well as granting minor resolve for 16 seconds, and finally Healing Ward, which will grant a damage shield on the target, doubled if they are in really big trouble, and also heal them if the damage shield does not break. On the back bar, we're running a Sword and Board. The first ability is Remote Totem, or Agony Totem. I'm going to leave this one up to you. I haven't decided yet which one I like more. Both grant minor protection when standing within it, as well as fearing any enemy within range. Agony has the synergy, but you can only cast it right in front of you, whereas Remote Totem, you can cast it anywhere up to 28 meters. I think for BGs, Agony is fine, and for open world like Cyrodiil and Imperial City, Remote Totem is preferred. Radiant Mage Light. Slotted Major Prophecy is nice, but also fantastic when fighting those pesky Nightblades. I catch a lot of Nightblades with this ability. Resistant Flesh. This is a nice conal burst heal, but be careful because if you and your ally are low, it will heal only one person at a time per cast. Defensive Stance. Used as a slottable to help give you more damage mitigation when you block, as well as block cost reduction. Summoner's Armor. I like this because it helps reduce the cost of our Intensive Mender. You could use Beckoning Armor, but I personally don't want to give my enemies a free ride to me. The ultimate on the back bar is Glacial Colossus. I like this one because of the potential stun on the third hit. Flex options. If I was going to take out any other abilities, I would probably remove Defensive Stance and put in anything else you want. Maybe something like Overflowing Altar or even Energy Orb for more heals. And you could even replace the back bar Colossus ultimate and use Sturdy Horn. It's different, but certainly effective. Alright, let's talk about the skill rotation. First thing is you want to maintain your buffs. I like having my buffs in the 5th slot on both bars. This makes it easier for me to animation cancel with using bar swap. Number 2 is in a normal fight, your rotation is going to be to build your house, kind of like the Templar. You're going to want to put your totem down, Illustrious Healing, and then Renewing on Death. You'll want to use those 3 abilities in any order that you want, and then do heavy attacks whenever possible. Number 3, if you see a teammate get low, you'll want to use your Life Giver ultimate first. If not, switch to your back bar and use the Resistant Flesh burst heal. You can also burst heal with your Renewing on Death, although it might not be as effective as Resistant Flesh. If you're fighting a Nightblade, make sure to cast your Mage Light. Don't rely on your teammates to pop a Stealth Detection potion. We're the support. We got it covered. Number 5, hit Radiating Regeneration whenever possible, every 10 seconds or so. And lastly, number 6, as soon as an enemy dies, make sure to cast Renewing in Death on their corpse immediately afterward. Typically, the person that you're fighting with will be on top of that target, so when they drop dead, you can cast your Renewing in Death and get the cleanse immediately while your teammate is on them, and then we can move to the next fight debuff free. Alright, so I'll roll some BG footage now so you can see me implement these concepts, and I'll just wait for you guys near the end.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away. known you too long. It hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away.
That was the end of the build video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I would certainly give the Necro Healer a try in PvP. It's really strong and I like the class a lot, almost as much as my Warden. But yeah, let me know what you guys think below or if you have any questions. If not, I'll see y'all on the next one. See ya.